If you've ever watched American Idol, chances are you've heard of Paula Abdul. Paula is one of the most famous TV personalities and a judge on several televised talent shows. She rose to fame early on when she was first spotted as a dancer by the LA Lakers. Over the years, Abdul has grown her career and ventured out from dancing into other realms like singing, songwriting, and acting. Though she was once the talk of the town, Paula has disappeared from her regular gigs. The disappearance has fans wondering why she's gone and when she'll be back. Let's find out. History. Unfortunately for fans, it's been over 25 years since Paula Abdul has picked up the mic and gone on tour. The singer-songwriter was originally discovered by the Jacksons while she was working as the lead choreographer for the LA Lakers cheerleaders. Once she was discovered by such a big name, it was clear her life would never be the same. Paula was asked to choreograph several of the Jacksons' music videos. Proving herself in the dance industry, she branched out and tried her hand at singing and songwriting in the 80s. Her first album, titled Forever Your Girl, eventually produced 4 #1 singles. In the coming years, Paula would have several other #1 songs and win a variety of awards for her talent. After her years of fame, she was cast as one of the 3 famous judges on American Idol. Her time on the show propelled her music career even further and made her a household name. Abdul was known for her strange behavior on the show almost every week. It seems Paula's trouble with the law has been a reason she's not as active lately. Just 2 seasons into the filming of American Idol, Judge Paula Abdul got into some big trouble. One contestant, Corey Clark, was removed from the program for having undisclosed criminal charges. 2 years after being removed from the show, Corey came forward about his scorching affair with Paula Abdul at the time of filming. Not only did Corey claim he was given special treatment on the show, but he disclosed that Paula gave him tips and tricks on how to win. The lawsuit went on for a while before investigators found no truth to his claims. Paula and her team at American Idol denied the whole thing, and the case was eventually thrown out. Sadly for Corey, the whole ordeal supposedly put him in a dark mental state. The lawsuit wouldn't be the last for Paula. In 2009, the singer was slammed with another one. This time, she was sued for her ties to the reality show titled Hey Paula. During the recording of her reality TV show, a random woman named Jill Cole slipped and fell on her driveway. Soon after the accident, Paula was sued for damages for close to $1 million. The lawsuit was won, and Paula received some bad press over the coming weeks. Plane crash. The star was actually in a brutal plane crash in 1993. While traveling for her busy career, her plane fell out of the sky. The crash led to several spinal surgeries that led her to a life of pain. Surgeries aside, the crash led to many other debilitating diagnoses for the star. She suffered partial paralysis and frequent seizures for months after the initial incident. Her unstable condition led her to depression and the development of a severe eating disorder. In an interview, Paula stated she did not like the way many of the painkillers she was on made her feel. She opted to try to heal from her surgeries and ailments without narcotics. Rightfully so, Paula disappeared from the music industry scene and Hollywood for a few years. Battle with addiction. Sadly, her struggle with pain led her to the use of painkillers. In order to re-enter the dancing and singing world, she had to be able to manage her pain. It was reported the star began using lidocaine and other prescription painkillers so she could continue to perform. Paula has hidden her numerous conditions very well and rarely spoke of her pain. She suffered cheerleading injuries that followed her for life. In high school, she took a fall while dancing that led to a disc injury in her neck and several broken bones. Years later, she was in a car accident that further damaged her neck. Eventually, her famous plane crash led to severe spinal complications. She underwent almost 15 surgeries in order to correct the troublesome issues her body was facing. Living her life in chronic pain became too much to bear, and the star turned to prescription drugs to keep her going. The diagnosis. Finally, Paula was diagnosed with a condition that provided an explanation for her chronic pain: reflex sympathetic dystrophy. This disease directly impacts the central nervous system and includes chronic and severe pain. People who suffer from RSD experience pain every day. Paula struggled with her disease and did her best to stop its interference with her personal and professional life. Living with RSD and bulimia proved to be quite an emotional challenge for Paula. In 2009, she told reporters about her struggle in a rehab facility where she faced withdrawal symptoms. Though she used painkillers to help with her undiagnosed condition, she was tired of living her life in an altered state. After her battle with recovery, Paula has since been diagnosed and takes regulated medication to help manage her pain. In recent years, she's made it back out onto the scene, dancing and singing just like the old days. She has guest judged on a variety of shows like The X Factor and So You Think You Can Dance. Paula's long-lived career after facing many setbacks makes her dancing and singing talent even more impressive. Paula now supports many charities and nonprofits that are targeted at helping diagnose and treat her rare condition. Erratic behavior. If you saw the early seasons of American Idol, you can't forget Paula. She was more than just a judge, she was a sight to see. She quickly became known for her over-the-top personality and odd behavior behind the camera. Many fans began to speculate she was on drugs or drinking while filming. Eventually, the lies and gossip were too much for Paula, and she had to set the record straight. Though she hid her diagnosis from the show and her co-judges for a long time, she decided to tell the world about her diagnosis of RSD. The disease caused her so much pain for so long, when she finally got treated, she was jumping for joy. Paula explained her behavior on the show by claiming she's simply just happy to no longer be in pain. Returning to American Idol. American Idol now has a whole new slew of judges 10 years after her departure. The show is set to have its first live episode since the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic, but Judge Luke Bryan announced he had tested positive for the virus. In the scramble to find a replacement, they invited Paula Abdul back into the mix. Though Luke Bryan should be back to work soon, Paula will fill in for him while he recovers. She joins Katy Perry and Lionel Richie. After just one episode, Paula revealed a glimmer of her old self on camera. She reminisced on her previous time as a judge on the show. During her live appearance, Ryan Seacrest, the host, connected Paula to former Judge Randy Jackson on an iPad live stream. While the two former judges talked, Paula shocked fans by saying, quote, "It feels like old times, we're only missing the STD." Seacrest looked shocked until Paula further explained she meant Simon was, quote, "super talented and debonair." The cast of the show laughed off her comments, but it seems Paula may have meant it as a genuine insult. What do you think? Do you think Paula Abdul should retire and focus on her health? Or should she continue her career in the TV industry? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Trender for more. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.